Hey guys, Adrian Kidguru here from Digital Dojos at digitaldojos.com, and as you can see, it is the office tour of 2013, and I want to do a little bit of introduction, so bear with me first before we get into the tour. I want to say, Happy New Year's, and I wanted to bring this video to you guys as it's one of the most requested videos I get to take a look at my office and how it's set up as I work here every day. It's a home office, but it's also a room. As you can see, the bed's behind me, nothing special. I do sleep here, but this bed's actually getting moved out to the other room because this is going to be turned into my permanent office. And I say office because I do work here. This is where I work every day, and mainly every other day, or every day for the most part. But, I've worked for over 6 years on YouTube, and I've done a lot, and that's gotten me so much in terms of opportunities and stuff like that. I want to go out and forth to say, first off, I'm not trying to brag about the stuff I own or, show off. This is merely to show off my setup. I love setups. I love seeing people set up and how they set up their Macs, PCs, etc., etc. And to take a look at this, it's my sort of work and play setup. So this is where I live every day, and I live in Japan, so the room is really small, so I've really had to cram things as best I could in this room. But I can't wait till I get this moved out because, like I said, my office is always constantly changing. I'm always adding new things, rearranging stuff. That's why I don't really get to shoot these tour videos as often. But this has been one of the most requested. I want to open 2013 with that. With that said, like I said, I worked so many years on the internet, and nowadays, that's my main job. I work on the internet. I used to run 2 local businesses in terms of tech repair and stuff like that. But I actually had to stop that just because the online stuff got so busy. I want to say a lot of the stuff I've worked for, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I've really worked hard for a lot of the stuff I own, and I get to buy technology, new technology permanently because I get to review it, and that's a part of what I do. So it's kind of like I'm investing in what, makes me money. And well, I'm not going to take all the credit. Some of the stuff, definitely like my iMac, I had to pay off my mom because I asked her, I needed it for, just my old machine was really lacking in terms of for video editing and all that. And I did pay this off as like $1,900 at the time. It's a mid-2011 model. But other than that, most of the stuff you see here, from monitors to phones to laptops, I had to pay off. And so, I don't want to get all these comments talking about all that. But like I said, it took hard work. It took a long time. And now I get to probably say I work from home. And I don't go to school every day, as I'm a senior now, but I get a day off every other day to stay home and work, because work really is that busy compared to school. It takes up more of my time than school does. Anyhow, with that, let's get right into the tour. Thank you for this. Sorry for the short introduction. Hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get into it. Alright, so starting at the door here, obviously it's really dark, but this is the door, and as soon as you open it, you can see here, this is the main office right here, and I'm going to have to manually focus this as I walk through here. But seeing as you walk in right here, to the left is my closet, light switch, etc. The closet's full, so I never really use that, but right in front of it is my TV. I recently moved this. Right here at the doorway too, you can see, as soon as we walk in, a collection of some of my Xbox games, DVDs, some Blu-rays here. So I got some, the Dark Knight trilogy, 2 Blu-ray movies, as I recently just picked up a Blu-ray player, and stuff like that. And for the less exciting stuff, as soon as you walk in, you can see the bed here, just a small bed, single bed. Walking into the doorway here, you can see I have a dresser right here. So right here is the dresser, and obviously nothing too exciting. That just has clothes in it that I primarily use. Some extra stuff right here I keep for like schoolwork, papers, anything I don't want to forget when I wake up. And back there is actually the HP TouchMart. I don't know if you guys saw the unboxing of this, but this is a TouchMart PC I got specifically for review, and I had to review Windows 8. I got to test out Windows 8 on there, so that was pretty cool. And it's a touch PC. I don't honestly use it. It's actually going to be going to my parents when I leave for college, or not college. Once I finish high school, I'm going to be going to the States just to primarily work and to continue what I do now, hopefully. So that's going to be going to them, and they just use as a home computer. Right here, like I have a lot of suits. Like I said, I work from home, and one of the techniques I've learned from working from home is actually dressing up and getting ready in the morning. Like I said, I go to school every other day. I get a day off from school. I have like a half-day schedule because I get to stay home and work. So I find waking up in the morning and dressing out like I'm going to an actual work area does really help me in terms of productivity. Back there's just a wire board. And I look at my wall here. You guys probably see this a lot in the video angle. I have a lot of posters. Godfather poster. This is from my girlfriend because Godfather is one of my favorite movies of all time. The Call of Duty Black Ops poster that I got during launch. That's Black Ops 2. I've always had this. This has like been in my videos ever since. This is called the Rasturbation. Actually, it's a series of different papers comprising of one image. It's a Think Different Apple logo. Another one from my girlfriend, this is Albert Einstein. Again, another one of a guy I'm a huge fan of. I read a lot of biographies on him, and just his quote down there below, one of his quotes. A signed poster from my uncle. He's a professional skater from Birdhouse, Willie Santos, so you can see that there. Other than that, nothing really crazy back here. I mean, the door, and then as I close it, taking a look, step back here, this is what I like to call the gaming desk, or what I use primarily when I game and stuff like that. So you can see here, hopefully focus isn't too bad. I have the 55-inch, and I'm just going to go ahead and pull this office chair out right here. I have the 55-inch, and let me just sit down so it's a bit easier to film. Sony Bravia. This is a TV I picked up during Black Friday, as it's a smart TV, has Wi-Fi built in, really nice quality. I use it for Blu-ray movies. It looks excellent, and just all around awesome TV. Over here, this is my media center essentially, this side of the desk, because I have two L-shaped desks. This one I actually picked up from my friend. It was his old desk, and you can see here I have tons and tons of remotes. So if I can just focus in there, you can see all the remotes I have for different stuff. So Xbox, old TV I still have, the Hapag PVR, another TV I have that's not plugged in right now, the Sony TV, this is for this right here, this is for, it's kind of like a set-top box, the Sony Blu-ray player, and this is a universal remote I got from ThinkGeek.com. On the other side of this, we have the Apple TV that's not currently hooked up. The TV is actually currently not hooked up either, as I have to, here in Japan we use power converters, and I need to get, power transformers, and I need to get a new transformer to hook up electronics on this side right here. So yeah, the Apple TV, I recently just picked this up too, so I'll have a review and unboxing of that. So that's, yeah, I mean, review I should say of that. Yeah, just a set-top box allows me to get content to iTunes, and since I use a huge, I'm hugely into the Apple ecosystem, you know, it's a big thing for me. My Xbox 360, this is the unmodded version. I have two, one's a modded one, this is the unmodded where I usually play my games. So this is also hooked up and can serve also as a media center for the TV as well. But I just have so many set-top boxes, really the Apple TV is mainly what I use. I play rarely on Xbox nowadays. I do play some new game titles, but I don't like using it as a media center as much anymore, just because the old one, this is the older model, it's really loud, and I prefer, you know, quiet in terms of if I'm going to be using something like a media center, and the Apple TV does really good in that terms. Down below, it's kind of messy down here. I just have a lot of books. These are literally all my books I've collected over the years, and they're just stacked up here with a ton of miscellaneous stuff like cleaning materials, a laptop case if I have to go anywhere, and stuff like that. On the opposite side of here, you have my printer with school papers on it. Obviously, I don't use a backpack because I don't have to carry much. Like I said, I don't go to school every day, so I just have like a folder. My Apple MacBook Air charger, because I take that to school occasionally for one of my classes, because I'm a teacher's assistant for a video editing class. I have a subwoofer there, and up here we can see my gaming setup here. So this is really nothing too crazy. It's just a regular PC. It's not like a custom build, though I do hope to go custom build in the future, just not the time right now. Anyways, I play a lot of League of Legends, so that's my main game I play lately. So that's on my PC right here. It's running Windows 7, has a 1 terabyte, or is it 500 gig, I think? Western Digital 10,000 RPM hard drive in there. Additional 1 terabyte hard drive in there. It's a Western Digital Caviar, I believe. This is just a basic CPU, PC. It's a compact Rosario. It has an NVIDIA GeForce. I honestly don't even remember the graphics card I put in here, but it supports up to dual monitors if I want. Nothing special. 2.7 gigahertz quad core. I believe, and yeah, I updated the graphics card, I updated the PSU. Up here, I have the Razer Black Widow. This isn't the Ultimate, I believe, because this one doesn't have the backlit LEDs, but it's a mechanical keyboard, so as you can hear there, much better for gaming, stuff like that, and typing in general. The monitor I'm using is just a basic HP 2010i, nothing too fancy. It's nice for gaming and stuff like that. I don't really like the way the text looks on here, so I'm looking to upgrade this in the future. But like I said, I don't get to game that much, so I barely use Windows. The only reason I have Windows is mainly for gaming and for some client work. Some software I review and use is only Windows based. It also has a Logitech 5.1 surround sound hooked up to it. 3 of the speakers are there, the other 2 rears are kind of scattered. I tend to use my Beats for my headphones, and my Logitech VX Nano is nice because it can track on glass, and I have 2 glass desks in the room, so yeah. Top of that, you have the HP LifeCam, and swinging around to the back here, you can see there's tons of wires, but I try to actually keep my wires really organized, and I'll show you more of that later on. In the back here, you just have some product boxes, the modded Xbox 360 that, again, it's not hooked up right now. But on top of that, it's just sitting on 2 monitor stands because I'm not using them right now. I have some other boxes right here, my Nexus 7 box. There's the POG PVR. I have the transformer for my main source of power here. That's what's driving pretty much everything on my main desk. Cable ties, a lot of cables back here. I know it's kind of messy, but I normally don't see these when I'm sitting down. This is my old computer that I'm probably going to be donating or just kind of selling for really cheap here locally. But right now it's serving as a stand for my 32-inch Sharp TV that I bought 2 years back at Black Friday. I'm probably going to be selling this. I'm trying to sell this or give it away to a family member just because I don't use this currently. It could serve as a dual monitor for this, but again, I don't really need dual monitor for Windows because I don't really use Windows that often. Alright, so on top of my PC, I just have my Xbox controller with the FPS Freaks on, my Turtle Beach headset, my Xbox wireless, or the charger for the controller, and yeah, that's about it. Okay, so moving on to the main attraction right here. Here is my main desk where I do most of my work in content production. As soon as I say that, my phone's ringing, so I gotta go pick that up. Alright, sorry I had to cut back there, but quickly before I move on to my main desk, this is my old chair that I'm actually, it's like worn and torn, as you can see there. I'm looking to either get rid of this or just leave it here as a separate chair for my gaming. But like I said, it's a really old one, and I want to clear up space in this room, but once this bed's moved, that'll be, a lot more space cleared. Anyhow, like I said, over here is the main desk, and you can see my new office chair, which I assembled, and I didn't upload a video, but I did take pictures of this. It's a really, really nice chair. I think it's made by Maker Innovation. Nothing like a crazy brand here. We don't have any great furniture stores here, but this one is a really nice. It's a Borello Brown executive color, or Borello Brown color. It's an executive style chair. What I really like about it, it has lumbar support. Since I literally sit in front of my computer for hours on end, especially on days when I'm not at school, when I have to work from 7 to like 5. I also have padding on the right and left here, and just really nice layered body pillow padding, and overall it just looks really sleek as a chair, and I really enjoy it. I picked it up, and actually it's not that bad. It's like $150 is what I picked it up for. Alright, so moving on down here, before I start off, here's my cabling, and I actually, before this looked really bad, and it's looked really, right now it's actually really tamed, and I did a lot of cable organization there. I have a Belkin surge protector there that has like 12 outlets. Also hides most of the cables, so it hides a lot of the clutter, allows you to put that cover on so you don't see much of the cables. So that's really cool. And one thing I get questions a lot about my electricity bill, and actually I turn off a lot of my electronics when they're not in use. Mainly this is the main thing that's running, and my electricity bill is actually not too bad, even though I have tons of electronics going on through here. Alright, so looking at the main desk, let's go ahead and turn on the monitors here. I have a 4 monitor setup with my iMac here. So this is my main workstation. Like I said, I do a lot of video editing, I do a lot of client work, I do, obviously blogging, just a great assortment of stuff. But like I said, main work comes from advertising and content production for certain clients out there. So I do a lot of that right here. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and sit down in the chair here so I can kind of show you a tour and focus in here. Alright, so here's my iMac. I know you can't really see because the ISO is kind of bright on terms of the monitor, but basically my main monitor here will house everything I'm working on, the main stuff I'm working on. Right now it's just, if I lower the brightness, I'm listening to a podcast. I usually have my website open if I'm doing posts. On the right here, I usually have my mail, and that's what's running right now. You can't really see it, but again, my mail client's always running on there because I'm constantly emailing throughout the day in terms of clients. On the right there I have, and you can't see that at all, I know, but I have my to-do list. I use an app called, actually I forgot what the app is called. The app is called Taskpaper. Really great app, and I actually can't even show you that to-do list because I have some client stuff on there, but that's my basic to-do list. Down here I have a IMO monitor. This is something I don't really use it often. It's just an external 7-inch monitor that you can hook up via USB, but it hasn't been really put to use, so I just kind of hooked it up here, and it's running activity monitor because usually I have activity monitor running. I like to see what's going on with my Mac and stuff like that. So yeah, this is typically business stuff, to-do list, email. That's just monitoring main stuff I'm working on. On the left here is usually entertainment, to be honest. Skype's always running there. iTunes is right here. Sometimes I'll have text edit if I'm shooting a video and I need notes, or sometimes I'll just have a movie, honestly, running on this monitor if I'm not watching on the TV. Alright, so on the desk here, As you can see, I use an Apple wireless keyboard. I have an Apple trackpad, Magic Trackpad that I recently got for Christmas, and I've been using this a lot. I really love this in terms of in terms of my setup. It fits and it works much more better to me in terms of mouse. As a mouse, I like it way better than the Magic Mouse. But yeah, so I've been using that as my main mouse device, I guess. Here's the Magic Feet, the Mobi Magic Feet, which allows me to charge my wireless keyboard and trackpad via that little dongle right there, that rechargeable battery, so I never have to use batteries. 2 Apple remotes, IR remotes, 2 Apple Magic Mices sit on there, and they charge as well on the Magic Feet. And the T4i decided to stop cutting video, or start to cut the video there, but this is also a 4-port USB hub, so that's really nice. As you can see, you can't really see many wires. I mean, you can see wires, but I've done a good job in terms of not seeing wires as I'm sitting down. You can see a couple, but most of them I've routed around the monitor. I have my coffee cup. I'm always drinking coffee, especially on days, again, where I have work. I have to wake up early, even though I don't have school. Other than that, it's a glass desk. This one is also an L executive shape desk. I've had this for a while. The only downside to having glass desks, they get dirty. The tops get really dirty and dusty. In terms of the keyboard tray here, I have a couple of stuff. I have my bamboo, I guess you can say trackpad or drawing pad there. I have some other Mobi products that I reviewed in the past. I have my lightning cable from when I charge my iPhone 5, my AC remote there, a couple of notepads, an iPhone case that guy got with my wallet, actually. And this is actually a cool thing. My girlfriend got me this. This is a Steve Jobs calendar. So basically it has quotes from him every day. So you rip off a page and has a new quote from him. So that's really cool. And I don't honestly use a keyboard tray that much, so I just store stuff down there. And of course, my iPhone 5 sits on my desk. Usually it's wrapped in an iCarbon case right now, so that's really nice. I like the wood finish there. You can see the review of these. I'm going to leave a lot of links to reviews for products. Again, the iMac 27-inch, mid-2011 model, upgraded it to 12 gigs of RAM. It has the traditional 1TB hard drive in it. Running Mac OS X Mountain Lion, and the 2.7 gigahertz i5 quad-core CPU inside. And it has 2 Samsung, and I honestly don't remember the models of these. I don't know if they're on the monitor, but I really love these. Oh yeah, the SyncMaster PX2370s. These are kind of old, but these are really nice monitors in terms of the aesthetics, and you can just see how thin they are looking at it from the side there, so really nice. My 2 speakers, I have a 2.1M audio setup. On the back here, you can see the cable conundrum that I have kind of sorted out. There's 2 external hard drives back there for backup. And yeah, so that's most of that. Okay, so flipping to the right side of the desk. This is more my minimal corner, my Apple corner too. So you can see all my Apple products there. I have a picture of me and my girlfriend right there, so you can see that. There's tons of Apple products here. My MacBook Pro is actually a box that I got for my sister for her graduation gift. So I just kept the box behind that. It's also the MacBook Air box. The, where is it? iPhone 1st gen, multiple iPhone boxes, tons of other Apple products, like I said. On the right here, I actually have my tablet, so you can see here, I have my Nexus 7. I don't know if this has battery yet. So this is the only thing that kind of sticks out of the Apple corner, the Nexus 7 there, which I haven't been really using, but I'm hoping to use it more for some client app reviews in terms of Android. My iPad 1st gen, mainly my mom uses this. I honestly don't even use this anymore. Just because I'm a huge fan of my MacBook Air, which I'm going to go ahead and open here. As you can see here, behind that I also have a bamboo plant, which is really nice. Just kind of adds life to the desk. Anyway, the MacBook Air. So what this is used for, mainly, I like to kind of detach from all these monitors, even though I'm a huge fan of the 4 monitors and all of that, and kind of sit here in the morning and I read email from here. I also only do blog posts on here just so I'm not distracted from everything else going on my main machine. I do blog post write-ups on here. I do email in the morning. Any like single task that I can do, I try to do it on the MacBook Air. That way I don't have all those distractions and all of that. When it comes to recording, editing, all the other stuff I do that on my main iMac, of course. But yeah, so this is also used in terms of, I'm a teacher's assistant for a video production class, and I usually take this MacBook Air on the go with me. This is a 2011 model. I honestly don't remember the specs, but I guess we can go into about this Mac and check that out. I know it's running an SSD. I didn't do any upgrades to it. 1.6 gigahertz i5. I know you can't see that. 2 gigs of RAM. Runs fine. Runs solid. It's on Mountain Lion as well. So yeah, that's occasionally there. And it's also, there's a plug right here for the charger. And just looks really nice in terms of the whole aesthetics of the desk. All right, so going below that, For those of you who remember, this is my old media center desk I used to use, and it's just stationed under my desk because I got that other desk back there that I showed you where the TV was on. This has a whole bunch of crap on it, to be honest. Cleaning products, DVDs, a lot of cases down there for games I need to throw out. Also, under there's like, you can't see it, but there's 5 keyboards stacked right here. So like Apple wired keyboard, a couple of Logitech wireless ones. On the top shelf here, I have a bunch of extra stuff that I don't really have anything on this top shelf. This is where the TV would normally go, obviously, but this is just quick access stuff I need. I'm a huge fan of watches, as you can see there. These are my watch collection. I have 2. I've saved up for these. I spend a lot of money on watches. I have my Movado there. I have my Rolex Datejust here. I have my Rolex Submariner. This is the green face edition. And the Breitling, I forgot the model of this, the Aviator. This is a nice watch and has tons of gizmos on it, but I honestly don't even use a lot of the meters and stuff. An Omega watch, or Omega. I have my Lacoste diamond bracelet here. A ring and my wallet. You can see my wallet's just down below that. So yeah, this is a nice watch case. I got this watch case for Christmas, so that's really nice. Okay, going down here, more stuff. 2 quick cables I need. These are external hard drive cables, so if I ever need to bring my external hard drives with me, USB 3.0 cables, power adapters, hard drives, tons of hard drives. I need to see which ones still work, to be honest. There's a 1 terabyte hard drive here from Seagate. This is my SSD, my Intel X25M SSD, which still works. I'm still determining what I'm going to do with this and what machine I'm going to throw it in. So that's a nice SSD there. A couple of spare hard drives from these MacBooks back here, as you can see. I have 2 old school MacBooks, the white MacBooks. So those still work. I just got to throw these hard drives back in there. I just had to clean them out and wipe them. Some adapters and some snacks here. This is just some holiday candy I got. Down below, like I said, there's nothing much, nothing crazy, just papers. Back in this right corner, which is blocked by this whiteboard, and I had to flip the whiteboard because I have some work sensitive stuff on there. Tons of cables. There's literally so many cables. I know you can't see them all, but there's 2 baskets stacked on top of cables. Tons of other cables back here, so it's really just a mess. So I really rarely go back there unless I need cables. And of course, this cable right here, this is just some old Christmas lights I need to take down that are strung up. Other than that, the AC in the top left corner and the TV here above the desk if I decide to do anything with that. If not, I'm trying to get rid of it, sell it, give it away to a family member probably. Digital photo frame never really gets used, to be honest. But yeah, this is really where I conduct most of my work. The triple monitor setup. Both displays are hooked up via Thunderbolt. 24-inch display, 27-inch display, 24-inch display. These 2 external monitors are exactly the same. So it works out nicely. Again, the MacBook Air on the right side there. And I think, honestly, that's about it. So I guess one more general overview of the desk. I'm going to go ahead and move my chair back here and step back in the corner so you guys can see this here. So zooming in again, this is what the desk looks like occasionally when I'm sitting here, and this is what you see when you walk in, from entertainment center to gaming setup to work setup. So guys, this is my setup. I hope you enjoyed this. Is my tour of my home office 2013. If you have any questions, any products you need mentioned, or links and to buy stuff, let me know. I'll try my best to help you guys out and find stuff. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it was a long video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out digitaldojos.com.